and welcome to Model Railroading for Dummies, the how-to show for model railroading dummies just like me. Now last time I showed you how to plant a grove of trees, and there included was a bit of ground that I had already done. Well, now we're going to go back in time, and I'll show you how I planted the grass for the area where I placed my trees. So without any further ado, let's go back in time. On the layout, I'll show you how I did it. Okay, first we're going to need to make the ground cover beneath the trees here. So, it's just, first step is going to just be doing like I've done in previous videos. Just cover this area here with glue, and then sprinkle on the ground foam. The ground foam I'll be using will be Woodland Scenic's Earth Blend, and green blend, and possibly green grass. So it's not going to take much dialogue there for that. And then I'll be sprinkling them on using these this is a ground mustard, and this is a garlic bread sprinkle container. Like I've shown in other videos, they work very well. So you can listen to some music, and I can listen to newsies. Okay, this is all wetted down now. Now before we add the glue, I'm going to add this wild grass from Heki or Hiki, or I don't know how to pronounce it. It's German. So it's a static grass map, which is what I'm going to use. So number 1535 it looks like. So, okay, let's take out this piece here. This looks good. Okay, we're going to need a, there it is, in my pocket. Going to need a scissors here. I'm trying to keep this here so we can collect the fibers. And just sort of guesstimate what we need. Ooh, that's going to work pretty good, I think. But yeah, it's a little bit on the... see if we can stretch this out a bit. There. See if that works. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm not liking what I did there. So, I mean, I wasn't too particular in what I did for the basic ground cover, because you're not going to be seeing a lot. And I think this is still a little bit too thick. Just try and tease this out. And that's a little bit better. Yeah, that looks good. Now let's use this piece here. Tease this out. I can use that right here. Just try and pat it down so it doesn't look like it's flying or anything, which is what I don't want. Basically, I want a fairly wild grass type look where, since no one's going to be mowing under these trees, it's just a grove of trees. It's to block the wind. Because in the Midwest here, after the 1930s with Dust Bowl, a lot of groves of trees were planted. So if you're planning doing anywhere in the Midwest, think about planting groves of trees, because it'd be fairly realistic. Because trees out here really do not grow in naturally. They've been planted. So they're fairly orderly. Because they were planted that way to try and stop that stupid wind from blowing our dirt away. Okay, got a little bare spot there, but I may be able to find a little patch or something. Yeah, this is the stuff it is. I like this color, sort of a... And then you see you got all this leftover stuff, which you can use as a regular static grass application. Let's see. Let's cut this right down in half. Okay. Let's see. This one here would probably work real good over here. Yeah, that worked good. Take that little piece of foam out of there. And let's try and tease this out. There. I may want to put a little bit of ground foam right along the edge, maybe some bushes, some weeds or something like that. Okay. There. Tease that out. Okay, let's see, how much of this we're going to need? Most of it. Let's trim that off there. So you got rip this little piece off, we don't need that. A little bit extra. Plant this over here. Okay, tease this out here. Looks like I gotta have just about enough. Put the last couple pieces over here. Yep, that's all the pieces I got left, so just kind of pat it down. So I'm probably going to try and make sure we put a tree over here to block this blank spot that I didn't have room for. Yeah, that gives it a nice different coloring there, which I really like. So now it's going to be the time for the scenic cement, aka 50% Elmer's white glue, 50% water, and a couple drops of dish soap. I'm pouring it into a little container here. So if I happen to spill any, it's a small amount and not the whole bottle. Not only that, it's easier to get at. So now, I'm going to try and soak it in. So the ground foam beneath is pretty well saturated from the glue beneath. So we're not going to need a lot, I don't think. So I did not put a lot of ground on foam on top of the glue. So, and what with the 70% isopropyl alcohol there, that should normally be enough when you have a light layer. So I'm just trying to get glue in places. Making sure the edges here are nicely glued in. This kind of there, just kind of push it down into the glue a little bit. I mean, it kind of looks bad with the glue floating in the grass, but it should dry clear, so you shouldn't be able to see it. You gotta want to make sure you target the edges a lot. Like right in here, it's kind of floating right in the edge. Okay, it's all glued on now. So now I'm going to let this dry overnight, and then tomorrow night we can plant the trees. Okay, it's all nicely dried. It's had a couple days to dry now. And it looks pretty good. So what you could do here is add some big ground foam along the edges to represent weeds and stuff. But I think for now I'm just going to leave it as is. And I really like how it looks. It's now ready to put trees in. Okay, the grass looks very good and it's going to be ready for planting the trees, which the episode for that was last week. So, if you like this video, please feel free to leave a like or subscribe. And if you do subscribe, make sure to hit the little bell icon so you can receive notifications when I release new content. So until next time, keep working on your model railroads, keep having fun, and until next time, keep your trains on the tracks.